What's up, deep thinkers? It's Robert from Existence First. What I want to talk to you about today is poise. This was the topic of yesterday's spiritual self-defense class here in Santa Clara. So thank you to those who showed up in person. I didn't stream it yesterday, but I think I will on Instagram. So this coming Saturday at 2 o'clock, stay tuned for the live streaming. Okay, but the topic was poise because the day before that, on Friday, I didn't have like the best day. Okay, it wasn't awful, but I have high standards for what I like to accomplish, and the vibe that I like to keep in a given day. So at the end of the day, as I was reflecting, trying to figure out like what went wrong, like what was it with this day, okay? Same old story of people who love self-help, okay? Trying to figure out what went wrong. I'm at this burger place, right, eating a burger and fries. I'm standing because, it's got tables that are like short you can sit at, and then there's tables that are tall with like really tall chairs, and you can stand at those ones. So I'm standing, eating this burger, and something inspires me to just like stand up straight, like straight and tall and strong, and so I do that, and I feel like something like chemically come over me, right? I feel better. I feel more empowered. I feel stronger, right, for the first time in the day, and this word comes to mind, right? The word that comes to mind is poise, 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 and that was followed by an insight, right? And the insight was that what went wrong in the day was not really these little things on the outside that didn't go as I would have hoped that they went. It wasn't those that was the problem. It was that those things, I allowed those things to cause me to lose my poise. Okay? I allowed that to make me lose my poise. Okay? So what do I mean by poise? Do I mean posture? Do I mean composure? What I mean by poise is like, I don't know, let's say you're fresh at the beginning of the day. You're kind of optimistic. You feel good about the day, right? And then you get like a phone call that's not good news or something, right? You're going to respond a certain way. Okay, you could respond in a way where you lose your poise, and you let it get to you, you let it get under your skin, so to speak, or you kind of you turn negative, right? Or you could say, okay, well, this is clearly the case. This is what's happening, and this is what we can do about it, right? But you kind of retain that poise, right? This happens in hockey, right? In hockey, which I've played for many years, sometimes your team will go down like 3-0. The score will be 3-0, and you're very tempted. You'll see some guys will lose their poise. They'll start thinking, we're not going to win, and their skating starts to slow down. They start to make careless mistakes, right? And so they've lost their poise. But it's perfectly possible to maintain your poise and still play to your full potential. And that's a mindset issue, right? See, because we don't control these little things that happen on the outside, whether it's an unpleasant phone call, or it's like, I don't know, you forgot to do something that was very important, right? We don't exactly control all those little things, right? But we do control how we carry ourselves, and how we maintain ourselves, and the poise that we carry, okay? It's kind of funny, but I'm reminded of like these Buddhist monk monasteries or something, and I've never been to one really. I've been around Buddhism, but not at a monastery, right? So if you have been, you can comment below what it's really like. I'm just wondering, speculating here, but I did see the Dalai Lama in person in Chicago, where I watched him speak, and so there's this interesting, like, I feel like there's this interesting social sort of like impression of them, where it's like, oh, they're so zen, they're so at peace, they're so calm, like, how do they do that, right? But I don't know, like, wouldn't you be calm if you like spent all day long raking sand or something, or like sitting in silence in like this temple in the mountains, right? Like we're forgetting this piece of the external environment, right? It influences us whether we like it or not. Of course, my goal as self-help, enthusiast, is to always be stronger than the little things that's going around me. But I would like to see those monks, hold down a corporate job where they're working 14 hours a week and then or a day and commuting, an hour each way, and then trying to meet productivity quotas or trying to manage 50 employees and then trying to get home in time to pick up the kids from soccer practice or something, while managing social media accounts, right? It's kind of funny if you think about it. But I would wonder, you got to ask, what what sort of external chaos would cause those monks to lose their poise, right? And then you got to ask yourself, at what point in my day, if at all, did I lose my poise? At what point in my day did I lose my poise? And what was it that was going on that caused me to lose my poise? Because I'm such a self-help enthusiast, this is my life. Every day I try to ask myself these questions and then make each day better than the one before it. So if I lost my poise at certain level of chaos, level 80 chaos or something, right? Then I want to be able to the next day withstand level 85 chaos of things going wrong around me and still maintain my poise, right? So that's another question, another empowering question you can ask yourself is, today, how much better am I going to maintain my poise than I did yesterday? Or what am I going to do today? How much am I going to handle today that I couldn't handle yesterday? How much more will I handle today that I couldn't handle yesterday? That's a very empowering question, I think. Right? So we got to start getting in the habit of asking these questions that set us up for expansion and growth, right? Like personal growth. So, all right. So you see the pattern here, right? So there's these little things that happen, causes us to possibly lose our poise or keep it, and the whole task of life and self-improvement, I guess, is to kind of each day, right, you get better at it. So another way to think of it is if you make a list of all the things that could cause you to lose your poise, each day you want to make that list a little smaller, okay? See, the easy tasks do not reveal anything. They're easy, right? I did a video on challenges and breaking points, and I made the point that the upside of challenges, even though they might be stressful and push us out of our comfort zone, the upside to them is that they reveal some truth to us, some truth about reality, and that truth is how much we can handle. It's hidden, right? If I pull 100 people and I say, okay, everybody drive from San Jose to Cupertino, which is a city very close by, right? Everybody's gonna make it. Nobody's gonna be got lost or something. Everyone's gonna make it. No one's gonna lose their composure, lose their poise over that, right? But if we ratchet it up a notch and we do some sort of, I don't know, a military boot camp or something, people are gonna start giving up, right? When we start to dial it up and make life a little more challenging, all of a sudden now some people, not all, some people now start to give up. So you got to ask, how much grit do they have? How much, how much drive do they have? How much, and then not so much how much drive they have, but how much drive could they have now, right? If they start improving every day, right? Because we move forward, right? At existence, first we think forward. Forward is an energy. There's one of the Instagram posts. Forward is an energy. Okay. All right. So I think I made my point today. Remember, next spiritual self-defense is Saturday at 2. It's going to be every Saturday at 2. Check out the Instagram, Existence First, because I'll probably be live streaming it there. Okay. Think deeply. Put your existence first.